with the opposite sex. Now, do you think women can actually, you know what I'm saying, compartmentalize that as far as like my wife Rachel, she actually had a guy best friend, you know, growing up and stuff, and so, you know, like, do you think women can be more so, okay, this is my friend, and not really, you know, think about going to another level with that?
I think it depends on because there's situations where, like, if like, let's just say, like, and our dads was always cool, even though we didn't grow up side by side together, but, like, let's just say we had, you know what I'm saying? Well, 9 times out of 10, like, you know, your sister would probably look at me like, oh, that's just Roche. Like, oh, that's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? And so it wouldn't have been a situation where, like, she was looking at me like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because we've grown up like that. You know, but in the sense of you meet somebody at school, you meet somebody at work or whatever, I just always feel like somebody, whether it's her or whether it's him, and the way you know is this: if the woman ever is looking at him like, how come you don't ever give somebody like me a chance? Then that means she the one. So yeah, that's your friend, right. But you see him, you're only accepting friendship because he's not looking at you in the other way.
Right.
Because if he was, you've been waiting on him.
Because then on the flip side, they'll be, like I said, us dudes, we know in general how we think. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's your friend, and so let's say somebody that you're attracted to, you're a friend with, but you know they going with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So now, when something go down with them, she's likely going to be talking to you about this said person, and so, you know how women can get sometimes, can be emotional and stuff, and as a man, you can, you know, take advantage of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and you ain't gonna be like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, it just kind of happened. Like, nah, well, you know, you knew in the position that you was in, like, I'll play the left field until I can get into the center. You know, get into the center field.
We always trying to get in the center.
You know what I'm saying? You try to get into the center field. So it's like, you have to really.
Man, we trying to do the Drew Hill journey.
The Drew Hill
trying to get in there.
So that's what can happen, and you know, I'm for one, I know, like, I've been on the other end of it to where I had some female friends like, man, I'll just, you know, I play the sidelines, you know, until you know what I'm saying, what's back in the day, you played that little jump rope. You try to jump in, you kind of waiting. Right. Okay, now, you know, you kind of get in, and so it's like, that's, you know, you can say unfortunate, fortunate, or whatever, but that is, you know, most men's mindset. Now, the ones that don't say, oh no, I never think about, you know, so and so of that nature, you know, ever. Like, if anybody says that, one or two things will probably happen. You know, I think you said it. You maybe grew up with that person. You knew them since you were 3 or 4 years old.
Like y'all moms was best friends, or y'all's dads was best friends, or something like that. And y'all just like, y'all all in the same neighborhood, and everybody's cool like that. And even in that case, it can happen. But that's like, okay, y'all known each other since y'all was 3 or kindergarten or something like that. Okay,
but like, that's not. Let's say Tanya. That's Tanya. Whatever. Right. Like, I've seen her. You know, in different other circumstances. It's like, okay, I don't even see her like that.
Right.
You know, but let's say if you know, you're grown up now. You're 7th, 8th grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you're becoming, you know, friends with somebody. Then it's like, yeah, she kind of, you know, she cute, but, you know, maybe she ain't gonna give me a shot, but I'm just gonna stay her friend now. What is like, but if she want to though,
right?
You know,
and the way you know is, and I'm gonna tell you, ladies, you won't do it. And Steve said in a friendly way, but like my way to see if you really want to know, and I had a homeboy of mine, and it wasn't on this level, but Like he was trying to gauge, I guess, to see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how do I look at you as my homeboy? You know what I'm saying? So he had asked me something, and the way I responded, he was like, "Dang, you know what? Like, I know you rock with me for real. You know what I'm saying? I know you my nigga for real. Like, it ain't based on this and that. Like, I know you rock with me for real." But he didn't say it in the night. Like, he just straight up like, "Hey, you know, if this happened, you know, what would you?" I'm like, "Okay, well, this is what I do, and I do this, and you know, whatever." I ain't asking why he was asking me that or what. I just told him what I do, and he was like, "Oh man, you know what?" He said, "Man, I need to rap." I was like, "What's up?" He said, "This is why I asked you." He said, "Man, but that showed me how you move, man, bitch."
Yeah.
So don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to make it nice. Straight up, hit the nigga up. Act like, you know what I'm saying, you in desperation. Act like your loins are burning. You know what I'm saying? You have a fever, and the only cure is that D. And you tell him you need him to come knock it down. You need him to be like, what's the Paul Bunyan? I need you to chop it down.
Right.
And see what his response is. If his response ain't if his response ain't a girl, you crazy. If his response ain't, man, stop tripping, like, you know, get off my phone. If his response ain't that, if he think about it, if he pause, if he then you know he was just waiting for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Cause as many times as we went out, and I'm talking about prior to what 2013, like when we was, you know what I'm saying, you be coming back from college, so we go out
in it to win it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're going. Oh man, you been in that new spot, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how you used to do, man. You was always GQ with it. You know what I'm saying? You have on the joints you have on in the picture for the Preacher Man podcast. You know you have on that cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you had your loafers on. Yeah, man, you ready? Cause that was your move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? K will have on his just a regular Smith. Like I'm matching from head to toe, but I'm just regular.
Got the Duke Sport
You know
waves.
what I'm saying? Yeah, oh yeah, you know, yeah, oh yeah, you know, man.
With the little waves.
That man brushing nonstop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know me, like, I was straight thugging. Like, it's just like I ain't trying to leave cute for no, like, whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we was in our proud mode.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were how we were, but like we was not going out like, hey guys, let's just when we go out tonight, let's see if we can add some friends. Let's see if we can make this trio a quartet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can add a couple more and make it a good quintet. Add some feminine energy.
Right.
To the bit. Like, no dude in history has ever said that.
Nah.
Even so much to the point, and I ain't trying to be funny. When have you, and you're married now, but when have you ever had a girlfriend or a woman somebody who was dating, and like we going out and we go to a party, and I stole this from the late great Patrice O'Neal. He said, when have you ever been like, hey, you know what to make this more party better, man? You know what to make this more live? You know what to make this shake jump? Man, if my girl was here.
Ooh.
Because when you're out, you're not thinking about.
Right.
So even, especially if you're single,
yep,
you're not going nowhere trying to find a friend, an acquaintance, an associate. Like, no, you become a friend because I'm not attracted to you. You become my friend because you're not offering me relationship, sex, money, food. You know, it's just like, oh, okay, if you're offering me one of those things, but I can't get something else or whatever, then okay, you following, I keep you as a friend then.
Right.
But I was really trying to shoot my shot and holler at you, it didn't work out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You become my friend because I'm in the same space, like we're working in the same cubicle space. Like if this was the office and we had cubicles, you're my friend because we at work every day. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you retire or quit, like a year passed and be like, oh, ain't nobody hollered at Susan lately. Hey, what happened to, man, you know what? She sure did used to work, and you're like,
right,
out of sight, out of mind.
Keep it presidential.